We request that the Council approve this regulation as passed by the Licensing Committee. This regulation will permit, give support and security to, and promote and encourage considerate street entertainers, as it does on the underground. Entertainers earn a lot of money, and that's why they come. The permit costs are not a factor. Liverpool Council, in addition to the £20 permit fee, require £100 for public liability insurance. We believe that the strong objection to this regulation is a tacit acknowledgement that many of the street entertainers are behaving in an antisocial manner, which will not be permitted when the regulation comes into force. We also suspect that many of the street entertainers are not declaring earnings for benefit or tax purposes, and this is also a reason why they are putting forward strong objection. The need for this regulation has come about by the large numbers of very noisy and inconsiderate buskers and bands that have come into Camden, largely as a result of crackdowns by Westminster Council and others, on the basis that Camden is unregulated and that anything goes here. The community, particularly in Camden Town, both residential and businesses, have had to endure over 1 year of bands with loud amplifiers, drum kits and other loud instruments, the noise of which has penetrated people's houses and places of work and made normal life almost impossible. The effect of noise, even if it's in a noisy environment, is cumulative. Repeated requests for consideration to others have been repeatedly made by residents, the local ward councillors and business owners, and these have drawn responses ranging from indifference to open and aggressive hostility. This is proof that a voluntary code will not work. Both the police and Camden Council have had to find scarce and expensive resources to exercise control over the street entertainers. These resources are not sustainable in the long term. There is a view promoted by one council and shared by many street entertainers that if residents and businesses don't like the noise, they should move. I have been here since 1955, and my family long before. We don't need to justify our right to remain. 47% of all rented accommodation in the Camden Town area profile is social housing. That's 10% above the borough's average. Camden is over 23,000 on the housing waiting list. Where are these people supposed to move to? We believe that Camden in general, and Camden Town in particular, has the potential to provide more much-needed housing, and the ability for people to live here must be protected. Street entertainment is financially very lucrative. There are other locations in the borough, ranging from Hampstead and Belsize Park to Holborn and Covent Gardens, where entertainers, if regulated just in Camden Town, will move to. To protect these areas from displacement and to remove any ambiguity as to where they can and cannot busk, this regulation needs to be applied to the borough as a whole. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.